Hey, what's up, fam? Things are off to a much better kind of pathway within Volume 6, Episode 2 of RWBY. They're fixing, I think, a lot of issues people had in Volume 5. I know there was a lot of fan complaints in Volume 5, just kind of some stuff that didn't really add up or, some plot holes and whatnot. But that's alright as long as they fix them, fix the problems, and adjust and, do better from there on. And looks like they're getting that with Cinder. Cinder's looking to have her own, like, little character arc. She's looking for seemingly Ruby's team as well as her own people, but trying to lay low, I'm guessing, because she's also wanted, and she's just in this town talking to these, I'm guessing, assassins or spies, information ninjas, something. And it was one of those really unfortunate scenes, not for her but for a character who, um, I guess she's the leader. This big thick chick. She's talking to her, and she's like, "You're Miss Malachite, the person who can and find who I'm looking for." And she's just like, "I'm the person who'll skin you alive if you take that tone with me." And I'm just like, "Oh no." She's one of these characters who she acts all high and mighty and stuff, and she has no idea who she's talking about. Because I just feel like at the end of like this character's run, that Cinder is just going to kill her. It's I just I can feel it in my bones just as something that's gonna happen. But otherwise, there was a lot of really good in the episode towards Team Ruby Crow, this new old lady Maria or whatever, and Ozpin, Oscar slash Ozpin. How you get a flashback of him talking about like what the relic does. This relic it will answer 3 questions every 100 years, any 3 questions as long as the events haven't happened yet. So in the series where you get that Steven Universe problem where you have all these questions that the characters aren't asking, it it kind of opens up a like a huge can of why. But for instance, obviously, it's like why isn't Ruby trying to find out about the whole Silver Eyes thing? She's got this like bloodline trait ability that seems really overpowered, and she's not trying to figure out how to hone it or at least learn about it. Like she stopped that big grim dragon in its place. It's just kind of like frozen in time there, and she's not trying to figure out how to utilize this really good ability she has. I mean, if Oscar slash Ozpin is, I guess it'd really just be Ozpin. If he's hiding it, there's a reason for it. Then it's like, okay, that makes sense. Maybe he tries to like misdirect the question every single time she asks or something, or he's intentionally trying to keep her from asking. I think it's pretty good. I think that would be a really good option. But otherwise, he seems kind of like shaky. He's talking about how he can't fully like it doesn't seem like he fully trusts anybody, and he's talking about like how he held bits about Lionheart because he didn't want to tarnish all the good that dude did throughout his whole life because of his later mistakes. And Yang is just like later mistakes, blah 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 blah. He betrayed us, and he's just like, it's not the first time. I'm used to this. It's something he would be used to after multiple reincarnations and everything that he's gone through. And I mean, when you go through that long a life, like people backstabbing you just seems to be like it would be not the standard, but it's something that would definitely happen multiple times when you have someone like Salem who seems very manipulative. Something about her just kind of seems like her main thing is she's very very much talks with a lot of like cold and like calculated malice, and she knows what she's doing. But though once Oscar tells them that Ozpin is hiding stuff, and you have to summon the being in the relic. Her name is Jin, and then she can answer stuff. She comes out, this big titty genie, who's one of the best character designs we've seen in a good while. Glad this happened. Very happy this happened. She's like, yeah, 2 questions left, which makes you wonder what the first question was, and who asked it, and what it really did. And then she actually comments on Ozpin, just like looking at Oscar. She can see he's there. Maybe she can like see his people's souls and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. And Ruby ends up asking about what Ozpin is hiding from them, which is a really good thing to bring up for the character. Something that will be really nice if we can find out stuff about it, and it looks like we will be. So, God, if you haven't already, you should definitely pay for Rooster Teeth services. That way you can support them and get the episodes as they come out, because it looks like we're going to get a lot of good lore stuff in the next couple episodes. I think that'll be pretty nice because it brings up how everything kind of started with like a lonely girl in a lonely tower, and that girl's name was Salem. So I'm wondering if Ozpin had to do with something involving the creation of Salem as she is now as this super malefically evil person. So that'll be obviously very heavy lore stuff. So that'll be good to really learn about in the next couple episodes. Maybe we'll get a lot of questions answered that have been like throughout the series, like just sitting there. I think that'll be nice. This episode was really good. I liked it. I don't really have any problems with it. I know people were a little bit salty about my last review of me having a problem with how Team RWBY just like reacted to those two bodyguard dudes. But this episode is pretty good. I actually was surprised that the robed person was Cinder. I thought it was going to be Neo, and we were going to finally find out what happened to Neo after 3 years of Neo just kind of being forgotten about, which is something I'm wondering when we're going to find out about. And unless they just confirm her dead, then there you go. But otherwise, yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below about this episode, or how you're feeling about RWBY. I hope they fix as many problems that they had in Volume 5. And yeah, thumbs up the video if you like this content. Check out my other stuff. I do mostly manga and anime. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, but if you are subscribed, I appreciate you. But otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Look forward to the next episode with me, and whatnot. But otherwise, bye.